Hello everyone and welcome back to Squirrel Arts. So today I'm doing the 10 art style challenge, which is basically where I draw my main character Francis in 10 different art styles of my 10 favorite artists at the moment. So all of these artists are also very inspiring to me and they all make me want to become a better artist. Also, I got the idea for this challenge from Absoline on YouTube, and she may or may not be featured in this video, like as one of the styles. So first I'm doing my style just as reference for the rest of them. So I realized after doing the first few that this character was definitely not my best choice for this challenge because she consists of only black and white, she's monochrome, and I feel like I didn't really get to experiment with color and stuff like that, and I think it would have worked out better if I could. So anyways, this video is going to be a longer one compared to my other videos at least, so I recommend you guys buckle your seatbelts and make some popcorn because this is going to be a journey. So yeah, I'm okay with how this one turned out. I think my style is always evolving and it'll probably be different by next month, but this is how I'm currently drawing. So this is what I kind of default to with this semi-normal, semi-cartoony style. It's way more on the cartoony side. And I think that's something that you'll notice throughout this video is that my favorite artists tend to be very cartoony. Before I forget to mention, I also made a Discord server with a couple of my friends for this channel where I'll basically be posting some kind of sneak peeks for videos, and it's kind of a way where I kind of want to interact with some people that watch my videos. I know it probably won't be very big as I'm still a very small YouTuber, but it'd still be fun if you came and checked it out, and even if you leave after 5 minutes, I won't judge you. I won't. So just do it, please. It has a really cool camp theme, so like everything's themed to be a camp, and I'm the camp owner, and we've got some counselors for the staff, and you all should go check it out. So next on my list, as you've probably seen, well, the first out of the 9 is Casey Golden. And Casey Golden is the YouTuber slash artist I've been following for the most time because she kind of honestly got me into YouTube and art and this whole kind of thing I've been doing lately. So she has a really simplistic style, yet at the same time it's kind of hard to replicate in some ways. And I'll be honest with you guys, I used to be one of the Casey copies. When I first started drawing, I kind of used her art style as a reference, and I literally just basically came up with these characters that look exactly like her style. And it's not my proudest moment of my life, but I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for Casey Golden's videos, because I probably wouldn't be making that much art anymore. One of my favorite things about Casey's style is just how she draws her blush. I don't know why, but I really like the swirls. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. I think I could have done a little bit better, maybe if I looked at more of her drawings and did some sort of a different pose, because I feel like this isn't a pose she normally would do, but overall I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The next person I will be doing is Steph from Doodle Date. So although I would love to do both Steph and Adam from Doodle Date, I feel like Steph's is a lot easier to like pick up on. And also, I'm just really in love with how it's kind of like Animal Crossing-esque, because I really like Animal Crossing. Fun fact, I actually got into Animal Crossing Pocket Camp from one of their videos. I could literally watch their Twitch streams for probably 10 hours. They're just so like chill, and I love how wholesome their channel is. This one wasn't my absolute favorite, just because I feel like I didn't really capture her style in a very perfect way. I feel like I kind of made her face too, like, elongated in some way. Like, I feel like her faces are normally more round and bigger towards the top, whereas with mine it was kind of like a bigger chin-ish area. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I feel like I could have done a little better in that sense. So next I have Joe Rio Draws. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I'm not completely certain, but anyways, this is one of my newer favorites. I haven't been following her for very long. I think I've been following her for about a month or two, but I just love her style. I can't really pinpoint what it is, but I just really like it, and it's a lot different from the other styles in this video. She has a very distinct style, so I think that this one you can tell is supposed to be in her style, as it looks pretty similar to the rest of her drawings just because I feel like they have really obvious characteristics. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. Next on my list is Gel Arts. So I've been following Gel Arts for a very long time, and I absolutely love her videos and her style. She makes very informative videos, and when I first started drawing, I watched a lot of her videos, and I feel like a lot of them really helped me improve. I really love her style because in some ways it's kind of simplistic, but it's different from every other style I've seen. I really want to order some of her stickers because some of them are just so cute and I love them, and I really want to put them on my iPad. I've been saving a lot of room in case if I get the chance to buy them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some of them. I think what I was going for in this drawing was kind of like watercolor-y, because I feel like that's kind of how she draws or tends to make drawings. And I feel like one of the most distinctive parts of her style is how she draws her eyes, where a lot of the time they're just dots, and sometimes she has like white behind them and like other lines to kind of make the eyes more clear. So I really wanted to incorporate that into the style because that's one of the things I remember her for. For some reason, I really like how the hair turned out in this one, and this might be my favorite one that I did just because I feel like it looks like a Gel Arts painting. Not to pat myself on the back, but I feel like this one looks pretty close to how I think Gel Arts would draw this character. I actually got a houseplant and I put it in my room just because I was really inspired by how she starts out her videos with her plants most of the time, and I just think that that looks really cool, and it actually like makes her space look more like homey, I guess. I just really like how it looks. Next is Apsaline, which I actually got the idea for this video from her. I already mentioned that, but anyways, I just love how her style looks, and I've recently become obsessed. I've only been following her for a few months, but I just love how her style is very smooth and she kind of shades in a really cool way. And I've actually started incorporating how she shades her faces into my style a little bit, and I think it's starting to make it look a little bit more detailed and less cartoony. I also recently joined her Discord server, and it's really cool. It's like really detailed, and I think she added like a bunch of really cool graphics and stuff, and it's just really awesome, so you guys should definitely go join it. So on one hand, I want to be like happy with this drawing because it took the longest out of all of them, and I think I kind of got a little bit close to how she might draw my character, but I feel like something about it just looks a little off, and I didn't really hit the mark, but I think overall I did I guess okay. But I wish I did a little bit different. I think out of all of them, this one was the most fun for me, but it definitely had the most trial and error because I've never really drawn this sort of way before, and it's way different from all of the other styles, like way different. But something about her artwork is just so appealing to me. Again, I'm wishing that I didn't do this character so that I could have experimented more with color, because I really like how she draws her eyes. She doesn't just use pure white for her eyes. She does like an off-white kind of beigey color, and I think that's really cool in her style, and I would really like to try experimenting with that a little more. So next on the list is Mepidi or Anya Arts on Instagram. I think she has 2 different Instagrams with those 2 names. And I found Mepidi on YouTube because over the past year I've kind of become obsessed with wanting to go to CalArts for college. And so I was watching a lot of like sketchbook tours, binging a lot of them, and I saw hers, and at first I didn't want to watch it because I knew it would be like really good and I'd be kind of intimidated. But I'm glad that I watched it because I really like her personality and just her whole YouTube channel in general. And even though her style is somewhat simplistic, that doesn't mean that she only draws simplistic things. I just thought that this would be an easier thing to focus on. And her style really varies a lot because she draws a lot of things from life and a lot more realistic and just like different kind of styles throughout her Instagram. But it's also really cool to find someone else who wants to go into the animation type industry, because I feel like a lot of artists that I do follow are more just interested in art, and I'm really passionate about animation, so it was really awesome to find a channel who was also interested in that kind of stuff. I also decided to give myself a little leeway, and I added a like dark red kind of over color because I noticed that she does that with a lot of her drawings. Like she uses like a sepia for the line art, so I allowed myself to do that. I'm calling it now in 2019 that after she goes to college and in a few years she's gonna be making a really successful TV show. Calling it. Just saying, it's gonna happen. I have a gut feeling. The next artist on my list is surprisingly actually another animation student, I believe, and her Instagram is Ellymation. I don't believe she has a YouTube, or at least not one that she posts on now, but I've followed her on Instagram and for some reason I'm like obsessed with her art. I haven't tried drawing lineless in a very long time, so it was actually kind of challenging, surprisingly, despite the fact that her style is fairly simplistic. For the sketch of this one, I basically used my airbrush tool and made like a really big size circle just so that I wouldn't have to make an imperfect circle, because I hate when I'm trying to make a circle and it looks a little off. So I just used a perfect circle for the sketch. Next on my list is one that I've also been following for a long time, almost as long as Casey, and her name is Dina Norland. So I have been obsessed with Dina since the first video I saw of hers. She makes the coolest creature designs and just in general the coolest art I've ever seen. This one was surprisingly hard for me because even though I watch her style the most and I've probably spent the most time looking at her art out of all of these artists, I found that a lot of her drawings don't tend to be like normal looking human beings. A lot of them are either creatures or some sort of, well, basically just creatures. She doesn't usually draw many people, which is cool. I think that's part of the reason why I love her art so much, is because she's not a conventional artist. So it was kind of hard to find references for this drawing. But overall, I think I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. She made one of my all-time favorite books just because of the art in it. It's called Grey Legs. I don't think it's for sale, so there's probably no way to get it. But I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But it's one of my favorite books just because of how awesome the art is. And she was surprisingly like a really good storyteller. And it's really awesome to see her process in making a book, because she basically documented almost everything on her YouTube channel, and she's doing that again now with her newest book. I have watched every single Dina Norland video. So if that doesn't tell you enough, then I don't know what else you need to know. And finally for this video is The Average Artist. And let me tell you, she is anything but average. The Average Artist makes a lot of really, really cool mixed media artwork, and I think that's what kind of makes her stand out from all of the other artists that I've done in this video, is she never really just does one medium. She always kind of mixes different things, and I feel like she's very not average. She does a lot of different things, and I feel like every video is a way different concept. I honestly have no idea what it is about her art that it makes me just love it so much, because it's really hard to pinpoint, but I think it might have something to do with how cool her line art is, and I love how bright and colorful some of her drawings are, and I think she's really good at picking colors for her pieces. I'm really obsessed with her 3 characters called the Slime Girls, and one of my favorite videos that she made was a Met Gala mermaid thing, which I thought was just a really cool concept because I never would have thought of something like that. I think overall this drawing turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and I tried to make it look watercolor-ish because I didn't really know how to make it look mixed media. So I used the watercolor brush on Procreate, which I've actually never used before for this drawing, and I think it looks pretty good. So here's all of the finished pieces, and I just want to tell you guys, please go check out all of these artists. They're all so amazing. I'll leave all the links in the description. And let me know in the comments which one you think I got the most accurate, because I want to know if it's just me or like which ones you guys think actually look accurate or which ones you don't think look accurate at all. I'd like to know, so please leave them in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Also check out my Discord.